We'll move on to question 2 and the role of Richmond veteran Jack Riewoldts. Now, Dal, we can't discount that he is a champion, but this year he's been inconsistent and goalless last week against St Kilda. So, do the Tigers need to change Jack Riewoldts' role?
So, let me get this right first of all. So, Jace, you're going to suggest that in a prelim of all games, the Tigers should move Jack Riewoldt away from goal. That is absolutely ludicrous. Now, my favourite band of all time is the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Let's go back through their story. They exploded onto the scene with Blood, Sugar, Sex, Magic. Then they had another monster hit album with Californication. But then they also had a bit of an air swing with Stadium Arcadium. So what's my point here? You can't always be at the top of your game from the start to the finish. Do you think Anthony Kiedis ever said to Fleet, hey, we've just had a poor album, it's not quite working, let's try something different? No more bass for you, let's try the accordion. Absolutely not. As my old coach once said to me, Sarah, let the cobblers cobble. Let Flea hit that bass all day long. Let Jack Riewoldt do what he was put on this earth to do, Jace. Kick snags and win flags. You do not change his position right now. He hasn't had his best year, but you do not move him away from those goals because that is why he's in the team.
Some big albums you're talking about there, Dal, and you love that kind of analogy, Chief.
I do. It has absolutely no application here. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I am moving his position. And you're saying kick goals and win championships. What, he had 6 possessions against Brisbane. He had 4 possessions in the other final against St Kilda and went goalless. So now that Tom Lynch is back, it doesn't work. And at 32 years of age, he doesn't have the big leap or the explosive lead that he used to possess. So he gets lost when Tom Lynch is back in the team. Now, you're playing the top team in the competition. What's wrong with throwing something a little bit different at them? Play him as a true centre-half forward. Let him work up the ground, because the one thing he still does possess is an enormous tank, and he also has a great footy brain. So he's a great link player between defence and attack. And not only that, if you get him up the ground and get touches in his hands, he gets his confidence up. That is incredibly important for Jack. Give him a little bit of a licence to roam far and wide. Get some separation between him and Lynch, and I think then they'll both benefit from that. I think it's very, very simple, because when Lynch is playing, Jack's not playing well. Give him some space. Very easy.
Do you remember last year's prelim? 0 goals for Jack. What happened the next week?
What did he do?
Kick 5 goals.
Did he?
Yeah, but I'm not here to rebut. Over to you, Nick.
I pose you the question. If this is the case and it's so simple that Jack should be moving away from where his prime position is, why haven't they done it earlier?
Hasn't had a great year.
Yeah, so why haven't they done it earlier?
He hasn't had a great year.
That's my point.
Well,
so why haven't they done it earlier?
They've persisted, and sometimes it's the old argument, mate. Keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Doesn't work.
They are getting the same result. Wins.
What? 4 possessions and no goals.
That's okay. That's
6 possessions a week. So 2 finals, he's had 10 possessions.
So you want to disrupt their forward line that has won them 2 of the last 3 flags? They're 7 days away from winning it.
That's the point I'm making. It's not disrupting. You're actually going to create something else. You'll use his footy now upfield because he's not getting the ball, mate.
But Tom Lynch is.
Yes.
The Twin Towers.
So what, do you want a stable pony just running around him? A little fluffer?
Well,
just looking after the big dog?
That was what you were for Durham.
Oh, please. He got shipped right upfield.
All right, so Jack Riewoldt is a champion, and I reckon he's going to have a really good game this weekend regardless. But you're saying he's getting lost around Lynch, that it's not really complementing Lynch's game so much. I find that quite interesting. That's a great insight from you. But let the cobblers cobble.
Oh,
Riewoldt's here to kick snags and not win flags. Why would you change up Riewoldt's role in a prelim, Dal?
As Rossi Lyon would say, no comments, just all actions there, Jace. Let them cobble. Let them cobble.
And so round 2, over to Nick Del Santo.
Thank you, Sarah.